Hello, YouTube. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the paradoxical nature of God, right? So, on one level, God is the line that separates light and darkness, good and evil. God is the moral line that separates the soul from the body. God is mind, right? Mind is the line, right? You got to make the discernment, right? That's bad, that's good, that's light, that's dark, that's love, that's hate, right? But paradoxically, God is also the interaction between light and dark and the unity of light and dark. So ultimately, God is the highest good, but this highest good has to be reconciled, right? Like this highest good can only be realized when you first make the stages of moral development are first. You have to make the discernment between light and darkness, right? Like you have to make the discernment between good and evil. But once you make that discernment, the goal is not to repress your dark side or negate the dark side, because we all have light and darkness within us. The goal is to, once you make that discernment, that's the first stage, right? The second stage is, okay, this is good, this is bad. This is the good in me, this is the love in me, this is the hate in me. Once you make that discernment, then you have to be like, all right, what do I do about all this crap that's in me, all this unethical and darkness within me, right? You have to have psychological and spiritual tools to deal with that darkness. And that includes Jungian psychology, that's meditation, that's, all of the spiritual practices that have been delivered by the religions and psychological therapies around the world. So I was going to say something else, but I forgot. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say for today, guys. I don't know. I think I'll think of something else. See you guys later. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. I have to say this as well, right? So there is a split within our consciousness, within our psyches, right? Between the spiritual light and the material and moral darkness within us, right? So first, you got to draw the line. Second, you have to find a way to reconcile and connect the light and the dark. And enlightenment or unity consciousness or God is the ultimate transcendence of darkness by realizing your oneness with the light that is at the source, the light and the love that's at the source of existence. All right, but here's like the problem, right? The problem is both the darkness, the material darkness, and the spiritual light have a gravitational power to them, right? And I've experienced both, right? Like when I was in drug addiction, that material darkness was so attractive, right? There's something called a habit loop, right? There's an ancient structure in the human brain called the basal ganglia, and that's what encodes habits into our brain. And the reason we pursue habits is that they deliver something lasting for our biological or spiritual survival or flourishing, right? So when you do something, most habits, the material habits, like the darkness habits, become habits because they give you pleasure, right? Like drugs, right? So you do the drug and then it gives you this reward. Oh, I got this dopamine hit, right? I did this drug. And then that makes you pursue the drug again. So the habit loop reinforces itself. So the dark side has this gravitational power to it. But the light side does as well, right? When I sit down for meditation, I go into this state of joy, and that makes me want to do meditation more. But the thing is, right? When you are moving from the darkness to the light, there is this process of struggle and discipline that needs to happen until you get into the gravitational power of the light, right? Once you're in that gravitational attraction of spiritual joy and bliss and love and service to mankind, your life is going to work out. Namaste, guys.